Hmm. Is it just me? Seems like the second half of life is about healing from the first half of life. Yeah, I'm sitting here really cognitively thinking about that. The second half of my life is like healing from the first half of my life, making sure I don't make the same mistakes, all the past dips and trips. Some people call them trauma, but you got to trip and fall. You got to fail. I've been knowing this for a while. You have to fail in order to see the light, to understand the value or the weight of something once you have failed. And then you don't get back up and do the same thing. You get back up, dust yourself off, and do something different. And that's what the second half of life feel like. Trying not to fall. But in the first half of life, you had to fall a lot. If you didn't fall a lot in the first half, the second half gonna be like, because it's all self-reflection. The second half is about self-reflection on your first half. I'm 52, about to be 53, February the 8th, 2026. Today is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. Let's give a time. 1:22 p.m. 1:22 p.m. My conversation to myself is the second half of my life is about rectifying the first half. Yeah, I feel about right. I'm cautious of everything. I see everything. Now, when I say I see everything, I mean I internalize, aware. It's like giving an example, like in my first half of my life, I didn't really care what the weather was. This is what it was. Now, intentionally, I study an awareness. What's the weather today? So I can move accordingly. So that helps. But before, I didn't have to use that, so I just went off the fly. I had the stamina, I had the skills, I had the wherewithal to do anything in the first half. Second half, I still got it, but don't want to waste it. That's the wisdom kicking in. So, like I always tell myself, sort of like I live two halves of life, and now the wisdom is kicked in. So now, life and wisdom is becoming law. The RS process is basically law. I'm gonna start putting that shit like an attorney. The RS process is law. Shit I've been through, the experiences, the know-how, the failures. The failures is like a sweet, kind of like, okay, I ain't scared no more because I did scrape my knee and I did overcome that and it's still a scar, but the next one won't hurt so worse. That's what I'm telling you, Rob. Yeah, nervous system, this collectively, the nervous system, I'm believing, is you need to get your sleep so you can wake up with enough gravitas, enough, enough, enough of that in you to deal with the what's coming that you don't know what's coming. And you just got to know when it comes, you got to handle it. But to do